What is going on, everyone? As you saw in the intro, we got this thing fired up for the first time, motor back in, ready to go, issues fixed, kind of. So after that video, I saw that there was water coming underneath the car. And I originally thought it was over by my catch can in the passenger side firewall, and figured that, you know, it was leaking from the catch can. I didn't tighten it up. So anyway, turned the car over once more and saw more water and more water. So crawled underneath it and found this. So yeah, panicked a little bit, full circled from blowing a head gasket to put a brand new, fully refreshed motor back together. Now I have another head gasket issue on first startup. So went over the head studs, double checked the torque, even though I did all that already. Come to find out, after completely tearing the head off again to see if there was something like pinched or whatever, it would look like it was coming from the bottom dowel hole on the ARP stud there. Only thing I found after tearing this thing completely down was the coolant crossover tube right here. I ordered that and put it in with the intake and everything on, and didn't double check the fact that it has an O-ring on that crossover. The O-ring, it did have an O-ring from the package, but just to kind of show you for reference, this was the old block off. If it'll focus here. There you go. So this is the old block off, but the O-ring's supposed to sit in there, and it was sitting in there with where the bolt's supposed to go. So I swapped, put new O-rings in there. Everything should be good. I'm guessing it was just trickling down and I couldn't see it from where I was looking at. But of course, you know, you got to take the whole head off and freak out and paranoia and scramble to figure that out. So that's where we're at. I had a 2-day shipped head gasket again from BTR. Everything's right there. Went ahead and prepped the block last night. I'm just kind of speeding this up to, you know, you don't want to see all this stuff get torn out again. It's all in my other videos. So long story short, that's what happened. It couldn't, you know, nothing goes right when you do a whole engine rebuild stuff. Something's always going to be loose connection wise, and I try my best, but it's just the way it is. So my task today is put all this back together through editing. You'll see it back together here in a second. Might be the next day or two, and then we're going to fire this thing up. There's braking oil in it. All of it's ready to go. Transmission's gone through, fluids in it. All the bells and whistles of winter upgrades are done now. It's just going to be a matter of, you know, breaking in the rings, all that fun stuff. Jake taking the break-in motor oil out of it, putting in some good Rotella, and then on February 3rd, I will be going to TKM. Kevin Mullins is we're gonna put this on the dyno. We're gonna see what this thing does. So we are less than 2 weeks away from doing that. So this is that's gonna be its own video, going up to TKM, get it dynoed, and y'all get to see in real time what this thing does. So that's the goal. I'm gonna shut up now because I got a lot of work to do. I'm starting to get down to the crunch time. This thing hasn't even touched the ground yet, so I still want to drive it around. I have the old tune-up in it for now, just to get heat in it and idle. But I do want to, you know, move all the parts around, make sure the transmission, all that stuff's good, fluid's topped off, and then we will go to the dyno. So time to get to work. Also too, if you haven't watched, I do go live as much as possible on TikTok. I've been going live pretty much every night. So it is my username for this on TikTok as well. So if you want to see it in live action, hop over there, because that's when I'll be doing all the little stuff in between the videos without editing, uncut. Come hang out, join the live, whatever. But let's get right to it, and you will see this now. Boom. There you go. So it is now the couple days later, but the car's done. That easy. I saved you a lot of time of watching me get very frustrated. So it is all finished up and got everything situated. I had a battery go bad on me right there, so got a new battery and sounds pretty healthy. Does have the old tune-up in it and needs to be refined, but we're going to the dyno February 3rd. So until then, has the old tune in it, still runs and idles, and I even took it around my neighborhood, so made sure it was okay and healthy and enough to be able to get on a trailer. So I'm gonna back it out here real quick, give it a good old fire up for you guys, let you hear it, walk around a little quick, and then we will end this video out. But thank you so much. I'm super pumped, everyone, for on the lives I've been doing on TikTok, giving me encouragement and stuff and help along the way. But yeah, thank you so much. We're gonna go to the dyno here in February 3rd, so a little over a week. So stay tuned for that. But I'm gonna back this out, get this thing fired up, and we'll end this video out. Until we go to the dyno, that'll be my next video. Stay tuned for that action. I'm gonna do a day trip up there, down to this thing, either good or bad, you guys will know. Hoping for good though. Until next time, Rocks Pickles, JD, out.